Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the DragonFly Theater YouTube channel video. My name is Kevin and I'm in my car at work because I'm a very busy man, very important man, but I do what I can. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this Universal Monsters shared universe thing that Universal is going to be doing with their, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, the Mummy, maybe Dracula. I'm not too sure. Um, they're gonna try and do, I guess, some sort of Avengers style thing with all their classic monsters, and I don't know how I really feel about it, but it could be good. Of course, it could be crap too. The two people that are leading the charge on this thing, one of them is or was one of the people behind the Transformers movies, and the other one behind the Fast and Furious franchises. So we'll see. I read where the head of Universal has said that they were going to the films were going to basically be more action oriented than horror oriented, which made my heart sink very low in my chest. I did not like that at all because these are monsters. They're born out of an element of horror, and to disregard any horror would be a travesty. It would piss off a lot of fans, and it has. Of course, the two writers that are heading this thing up sort of backpedaled a little bit and said no, it's going to have elements of horror. It just has to be the right mix. And I'm like, horror is so malleable that it's easy to inject horror into action. Look at look at Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead. Those are action films with a horror element in them. So it's very easy. Don't really overthink it too much. And another thing that they said that they were going to do was they were going to put the monsters in the present day, which is fine by me. I don't really care so much about the time that these stories are going to take place. It's more content. These characters and these monsters, they mean so much to a lot of people, myself included, that you have to make them tangible. You gotta make me wanna like them and wanna go and see them, just like the originals did. With Boris Karloff as Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, and they have Javier Bardem in talks to play Frankenstein's monster, which is very interesting. He's a great character actor, and he was great in No Country for Old Men, and I think that would be an interesting choice for the Frankenstein's monster. Russell Crowe signed on to play Dr. Jekyll, and his counterpart, Mr. Hyde, which I love Jekyll and Hyde. I love the symbolism in those films. And they got Tom Cruise to be in The Mummy. The Mummy comes out next year, which should be very interesting. They're definitely going for an action-oriented mummy film. From what I've seen, what The Mummy is going to be about is these Navy SEALs go into this Middle Eastern town. They're trying to find terrorists. Instead, they find dead grave robbers, and things happen. Mummy arises, and hilarity ensues. So, and Russell Crowe's supposed to make a little appearance in that one, I think. And then they're going to come out with Creature from the Black Lagoon. They're going to come out with the Wolfman, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in talks to play the Wolfman. So that would be very interesting. I'd be down for that. I like The Rock. I'm a wrestling fan from way back when. And they're going to do The Invisible Man. Johnny Depp is supposed to be in talks to play The Invisible Man, which would be cool. what else? The Bride of Frankenstein. Uh, Apparently, they're looking at Angelina Jolie as not only playing the bride but also directing it. They got David Coep, who was the writer on Jurassic Park, and what else did he do? He directed Secret Window. I love Secret Window. So that would be cool. I'd be down for that as well. I am very interested to see how everything's going to come together, though. The first one, The Mummy, is supposed to come out in 2017. The second one is supposed to come out in 2018. The third one, though, the first one's supposed to be The Mummy, then they're going to do The Wolfman, but the third one, nobody knows exactly which one it is. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tie everything together. Who's friends with who? Who's going to be popping up in whose movie? Are they going to do origin stories? Or are they just going to, since, I mean, it's kind of like the zombie thing. Everybody kind of knows what a zombie is, and you don't really have to explain a whole lot when it comes to zombies, because I think people are kind of tired of, listening to dialogue about undead coming back to life, and you gotta shoot him in the head to kill him. I mean, we've heard it before. Unless there's anything new, there's no point, right? So it'll be interesting to see how closely they follow the source material. And when I say source material, I mean like with Frankenstein with Mary Shelley, and Dracula with Bram Stoker, and so on and so forth. So it's gonna be very interesting to see who's friends with who, how they all come together, what the motivations are, and who's on whose side, and are they all on each other's side? Are they on separate sides? Is it going to be like a Monster Squad thing, which would be very, very cool idea. And the meetup where they're all in the same movie, have it kind of a Monster Squad deal where Frankenstein's monster has had enough and takes down Dracula, and well, I guess that's already been done, huh, with Monster Squad. So, oh well. I wonder. Here's another thought with Dracula Untold, because apparently that was supposed to be the first one before they knew it was going to be the first one of the monster universe. They added in a little bit at the end of Dracula Untold to kind of tease it a little bit. Now, I don't know, as of today, nobody knows if, because they keep on saying, The Mummy is going to be the first one. Well, Dracula Untold came out a couple of years ago, so I guess it's not going to be a part of the universe. Who knows? Who cares? Do you care? I hope you do, because I've been talking about it for a little while, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm interested by it, but this is Universal, what we're talking about. This is a company that only wanted George Romero's Land of the Dead to be made, so it had a companion piece for the remake of Dawn of the Dead. These are guys that are a part of action franchises: Transformers, Fast and the Furious, Star Trek. No real, horror people. Nobody really that loves the monsters, that loves the genre, are really attached to it, and that scares me a little bit, worries me. But we will see. I will keep my opinions to myself. I'm not going to say that it's going to be great. I'm not going to say that it's going to suck. I'm going to say, let's wait, let's see, and let's find out. From today, we have 1 year until The Mummy comes out. And then we can criticize. And then we can be judgmental assholes, as pretty much almost all horror fans are. Judgmental, pretentious assholes. Well, guys, this is it. It was a lot of fun doing my YouTube show in my car today. But like I said, I'm a busy man. I got things to do, so I'm gonna let y'all go. But before I do, I got an announcement to make, something that I announced on my last podcast that I did. Hopefully all of y'all are listening to my podcast, and hopefully y'all are following me on the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Facebooks. Go and look for me. You'll know me by my logo. It's on everything, folks. But on Saturday, this coming up Saturday at 8 o'clock, I'm going to go on Facebook Live, and I'm going to be doing a live fan commentary for The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 8, Too Far Gone, which is the one where Herschel gets killed. So, spoiler alert, just so you know, Herschel is gonna die in there. So, that's my big announcement. Hopefully, y'all will join me on Facebook Live, 8 o'clock this Saturday for a live fan commentary. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see how it works, and it should be fun. Hopefully it is. I think it will be. I think it'll be a cool little thing to do. So join me, won't you? And pleasant dreams, Gorehounds.